changes that's going on with this month, as we try to unify everybody and try to have a much more, what do you call it, have all the a unified kind of force where all
More
the
peace energy.
exactly, where all the different temples within like the US, so we have a united front.
Yes, and for those of you who are joining us this evening, we have meditation centers located not only throughout the United States of America, but also throughout the world. So we changed the time for a full moon a little bit this month, as Ron said, so that we're able to unify more people. Of course, it's only 6 p.m. here on the West Coast, and it's a little bit later in Central California or Central United States, and even later in the East Coast. So that's why we want to find the right time so that we're able to cater to more people than just, us on the West Coast. So as Ron said, we hope that with the new change, we're able to, invite more people to join, and that it's more convenient for those of you not on the West Coast to join in our full moon events as well. Since it is only held once a month, it's a great way to kind of come together, just see each other, say hi. Ron and I are here every month, of course,
Yeah.
and Venerable Pasura. So it's great that we're able to be here once a month to meditate together and also learn something new from Venerable Pasura and also the other participants who join the full moon event here with us.
Hmm. Exactly. So in this way, we kind of want to really create that energy, and we really want to find this time where we could, even though it might be just a little bit before, just a little bit off, but at least now we can get as many people as possible, and in whatever way this creates that more energy that Amy says, that like throughout this whole world. And if we're all meditating even for that 1 second, just all at the same time, that's you know one more second of world peace.
Yes, exactly. So we are starting earlier than usual. We will be starting from 6 p.m., which is now. We will be doing this moving forward. If there's any changes, of course, we will let everyone know. And your local meditation centers will let you know as well, for those of you who are new to the Peace Point Meditation channel. And since we're opening this up, for everyone to join, and we're making it more worldwide and more accessible, we have the Zoom meeting here, and we also broadcast it live on the Peace Point Meditation YouTube and Facebook pages. So whichever one you're more comfortable with is great, as long as you're able to sign on and tune in here with us. But of course, we do prefer the Zoom meeting so that we're able to see everyone who's on here. You're able to talk to us, raise your hand, and write in the chat box as well.
Exactly. And we'd like to everybody to as we're streaming through Facebook and also YouTube, of course, use the chat option, but also if you please feel free to give us any shout outs and anything you'd like to any suggestions for us, and also things that we can improve. We're always trying to change and become better, and modify these little things so that we could get more people, and also not just that, but create a quality event. And
Quality event, exactly. And not only are we on the here on YouTube, or here on Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube of Peace Point Meditation, but we are on the Mind Gem Facebook as well. So for those of you who are familiar with the Mind Gem app, of course you have the Facebook page of Mind Gem, so you could watch us on there as well. So there are many different channels that we are broadcasting live on now, so that you're able to join, and also send the link to your family and your friends to join the event as well. So let me just go over the brief schedule for this evening's event. So at around 6:15, I'm sorry, I'm going to go off of Pacific time. So since Ron and I are here in California, so around 6:15 p.m., we will have the stretching exercises led by Michelle. And at 6:30 p.m., we will have Venerable Pasura lead the meditation session, followed by the candle lighting and the spreading of love and kindness. So with that, don't forget to have a candle nearby or an LED light. Your iPhone is fine as well. You could use a flashlight on your mobile phone to light the candle when we have that session after the meditation. And then we will have a short wisdom talk after the meditation for about 10 minutes, where Venerable Pasura will be talking about how it is time to boost our immunity. And in Venerable Pasura's wisdom talk today, he will be talking about the 2 different types of vaccination that we can get. So of course, there's one for, just a simple vaccination for your physical body, and also one for your mental vaccination. So stay tuned after the meditation for that talk to see what Venerable Pasura has to say about that. And of course, at the end, before we close the program, we will open the floor to anyone with any questions, comments, or feedback about your meditation experience, or any questions about the wisdom talk that you have for Venerable Pasura. So that will come towards the end, and we will conclude this full moon event at around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that is the brief schedule for this evening.
Awesome. So yeah, I feel like, so today we just want to kind of, create a theme where things we're like working with, on a everyday basis. And, with COVID and with with the vaccinations, that we're able to find that kind of what is a vaccine? Is it just, something that, will cure from what? And does that relate to, maybe our mind and our mental vaccine? And in this way, we really want to kind of provide a much more like a deeper analysis into literally what we're all dealing with in this world. And we might be, from different areas, but at least, we can still be here together. And, having these little, discussions, I feel like it'll expand our mind. And yeah.
Yeah, of course. So that's also a good thing about being on Zoom, right? No matter where you are in the world, we're able to come together at a certain time so that we're able to, kind of cultivate that peace energy together. So I know that this month, as I mentioned earlier, it is a little bit different because we want to include the other meditation centers as well and their members to come and join our full moon event. So I feel like this is a great event and a great way to start a new season, springing into, what should I say, Ron? Springing into a new beginning?
Just new era.
new era yeah. Of Zoom, and unifying everyone from the different meditation centers as well as their staff and teaching monk. I see that Venerable Clint is on here as well from New Jersey. So a warm welcome to Venerable Clint. I know that a lot of us are familiar with him. So I'm glad that he's able to hop on tonight, relax, meditate, and just join our full moon events, as well as the other staff from Pini from Chicago as well. And
yeah. And
Boston, like, Pinoy from Boston.
In this way, we're able to kind of have a lot of different perspectives, and everyone's style and philosophy might be different, but at this point, we're all here so that we could share that. We can share in that diversity. We can share in that type of peace so that we become more whole. And we might vibe with one type of meditation, and or maybe not. And in this way, we can all come together and share those experiences.
And as I say every month, meditation is not limited to any race, religion, nationality, color, gender, or anything like that. So meditation, of course, is something that everyone could do. All you have to do is just simply place your mind at the center of your body, relax, and feel that positive peace energy. So at this moment, I would like to go ahead and invite those of you who are in the Zoom meeting to go ahead and type in the chat box where you're watching from, whether you're watching from Alabama. I think Ashley, if I'm not mistaken, you're from Alabama. If I remember this from, I think like 2 full moons ago. So go ahead and type in the, okay, Frankie from Alabama, Brandon from Chino Hills, Book from Thailand, Pasadena, Boston. Okay, see, we're covering the entire United States from Cali, but now in Jersey. Thank you, Venerable Clint. New York City, Bangkok. Okay, Mobile, Alabama. Okay, yes, Ashley, I was right. Okay, so as you could see, we are, not only here on the West Coast, as Ron and I are in Los Angeles, California, but we're also expanding to the East Coast as well. Oh, Singapore, welcome. Silicon Valley. That's great. I'm so happy that all of you are joining us this evening. Okay. So while we do the introduction, while we wait to start the stretching exercises in about 10 minutes, I would like to remind everyone, if you have a candle nearby, go ahead and grab your candle, or an LED light. That's probably the safest, because if you have candles and kids or puppies, for example, running around, they might knock that over, and that could, not be a good full moon peaceful evening for you. So just be careful if you do have a candle with you. Because we're going to be using that to light after the meditation. Venerable Pasura will lead us in the lighting of the candles to spread the peace that we were able to generate from the meditation to the outside world.
Yeah. And yeah, I feel like overall, we just like, if you don't have a candle, then everyone, you can use your phone or use the light with it inside.
Yeah, I think everyone has that.
But yeah, overall, we just like to basically, get, before we start the program, to have everyone need to use the restroom or do anything, maybe get some nice hot cup of tea, or get in a comfortable position, as we, in order to meditate the best, we'd like to have to get our physical right, and to be able to do that, then you gotta make yourself the most comfortable as possible.
Yes, and there's no wrong way, of course, to meditate. You could always sit on the floor, you could sit on a chair, you could sit, I don't know, on your beach chair. The weather is so nice today in California, so I wish I was outside, meditating in the nice sunshine.
Yeah, it looks like you're in the sunshine right now.
It's my background is playing a trick on your eyes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me just make a quick announcement. Ron and I did mention earlier that we're trying to, unify all the meditation centers in the United States of America. So MindGem Facebook page, they will have updates about special events that we will have. And the upcoming event will be on April 7th and April 10th. Venerable John Paramai, who he led two of our full moon events before. He will be leading those events, and that will start at 6 p.m. Pacific time on April 7th and April 10th. For more information, of course, you could go ahead and visit the MindGem app or MindGem Facebook page, as well as the MindGem app for those of you who already downloaded. If you have not downloaded the MindGem app, you should. It's a great app for you to practice meditation anytime, anywhere. You always have your cell phone on you, so you could always, turn on or click into the app, listen to a meditation guided by one of the venerable monks. Venerable Pasura is on there, Venerable Clint, Venerable John. A lot of familiar voices, a lot of familiar faces for those of you who are familiar with our programs here on Peace Point Meditation. And you could also listen to sermons, lectures, a lot of features on this app. So you could download it on Google Play and the the iTunes store, the App Store. Sorry, I blanked out. All right, so we are getting ready to start. So let me just run real quick before you give an introduction for Michelle. I'm going to go ahead and give a brief schedule of tonight's event.
Awesome.
Okay, so in about 4 minutes to be exact, we will start the stretching exercises with Michelle leading the stretching. She's great. This is her 3rd time leading the stretching. So I hope that everyone is ready for that. And then at 6:30 p.m., we will give an introduction to Venerable Pasura, who will be leading the meditation at around 7:10 Pacific time. Venerable Pasura will lead the lighting of the candle and also spreading love and kindness. And at around 7:15, Venerable Pasura will give a wisdom talk. And after the wisdom talk, we will open the floor up for any questions, comments, feedbacks to us or Venerable Pasura. And then we will end the program at around 7:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Awesome.
So welcome everyone again. Here.
So, yeah, we're about to start. So, if you need to do anything for the last, 3 minutes, anything to make yourself more comfortable, please do so. And, please, of course, make sure to be engaged with us, if you need anything and, have any comments. So, anything you can do better. And, we'd like to have this more of like an interactive thing so that we're not just listening to our own these boring voices.
Yeah. But if you guys don't have to do anything and you just want to wait for the stretching exercises to start, of course, you could just listen to Ron and I as usual. We're always happy to be your host for the full moon events, everyone. I see Ron once a month as well. Okay, twice a month when we have, meetings. And then here on full moon. So it's a great way to connect with you too, Ron.
Oh, yes, I know, right? Even though we're so close, like you're just...
I know. I know.
Yeah.
All right. So after the meditation, as I said, Venerable Pasura will be talking about time to boost your immunity. And with this, he has 2 different categories, right? The supplementary vaccination and mental vaccination. So I don't want to go into that because I want Venerable Pasura to be able to explain it all to everyone and everyone to kind of be interested and excited to see what Venerable Pasura has to say. So that is all I will say about that.
All right. So I guess, if Michelle was ready, I'll start off with a, introduction. So, hi, Michelle. So the person who'll be leading the stretching and yoga today will be Michelle Sibilak. She studied human biology at USC and is currently in an accelerated nursing program, graduating this August 2021. She loves nursing and wants to be a critical care ICU nurse and travel. She hails from Arizona and taught preschoolers yoga and meditation. Overall, she says that, she is who she is because of all the amazing teachers that she's had. And, overall, I'd like to believe that health and, is wealth, and there's a mental and spiritual component to all physical healing. Welcome, Michelle.
Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ron and Amy. So I'll start out today in a chair. I've done it. I've done this on a mat. I've done this on, you could be standing, depending on your level. Our goal here is just to breathe and loosen up some of our muscles so that we can relax our bodies during our meditation. So follow along as much as you'd like. Of course, if you're a little bit more advanced, what I'm going to do is geared towards beginners, but you can modify it as needed. And as always, do as much as you can, focus on your breathing. Safety is important. Please don't hurt yourself. So You shouldn't be experiencing any intense pain with anything that we do here. Just take it easy, go at your own pace and your own level. But let's get started. So my feet are planted on the floor. Maybe I will angle a little bit so you can see them. All right, you get the idea. So I'm on the edge of my chair and my feet are planted on the floor. I'm going to start out by just doing some shoulder circles backwards and forwards as I breathe. We spend all day on the computer, at our desks. So you'll probably hear some crunchies as you do this. But it's a really nice way to just prepare our shoulders to relax for our meditation. And you can stop and go forward. Good. Then we're going to reach up and do a few big inhales. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale peace, and exhale your stress. It's that easy, right? Good. Next, we're going to just look side to side, get our neck moving a little bit. Nice and easy. So just turn all the way, look to one side of the room. And the other way. Inhale, exhale. All right. Then you can look forward again. Go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. And just like we're drawing circles with the top of our head on the ceiling, make some slow circles. Careful here, we don't want to cause any pain. Go as slow as you need to. Nothing should be painful right now. You might feel a little bit of, stretching, of course, but listen to your body. Do what you can. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and take one hand, start with either hand, and give yourself a pat on the shoulder. And your other hand is going to touch your elbow and it's going to pull your elbow towards your body. So you should be stretching your shoulder. You should feel it right around here and just breathe. Good, and release. And we're going to do the opposite side now. So whatever hand you did not do the first time, take it and give yourself a pat on the shoulder, and your other hand will pull your elbow in towards your body. We're feeling that shoulder stretch in our left shoulder. We can hold our stretches for 10 to 20 seconds is perfect. Making sure to breathe and deliver oxygen to those muscles. Okay. So next, we want to make sure that we are stabilized. I'm in a chair, of course. So I'm going to move my feet a little bit further apart. Maybe scoot. I'm scooting back a little bit further. If you have a chair you can hold on to, you may want to hold on to one side. We're going to do a side body stretch. So the first thing we're going to do is reach up high to the sky, okay, with whatever arm on the side that we're going to stretch, okay? And then once you're nice and tall, like a string is stretching the top of your head all the way up to the ceiling, you're going to bend, reach your arm over like you're a half moon. And you should be feeling a stretch right here. Try to look up towards your hand and straighten out and release. Next, we'll do the other side. Apologize if you hear my dog barking in the background. It's earlier in the day. It's an active time for them. So we're going to reach up nice and tall first before we stretch to the side. And reach. Look up towards your fingers. And remember to breathe. And release. So you can give yourself one little twist. I know some of us like to twist, some of us don't. So if you have something to hold on to, you can reach, look behind you one direction. Have a big inhale and exhale. Slowly unwind, come back to center before you go around the other way. Good. So next, we're going to inhale our arms up and make sure we're nice and tall, and we're going to actually forward fold. So if you need to adjust your feet again to stabilize yourself, allow some space for you to forward fold as far as you can go, just hip hinging, right? If you can reach the floor, that's wonderful. Just let your head hang for a moment and breathe. And bring our arms up, hands together, and back to heart center. Great. So next we'll do a little stretch for our legs, modified for a chair. So whichever foot you'd like to begin with, we're going to extend it out straight. I think you can see my toe is pointing up towards the ceiling. I'm flexing my foot. So you're going to extend one leg while the other is still bent. Flex your foot, point your toes at the ceiling. And while stabilizing yourself, however you need to, you can brace yourself on your bent leg. You can reach for your foot, your shin, your knee. And breathe. You should feel a stretch in the back of your leg. Good. And release. And we're going to bend our leg that was just extended and switch, extend your other leg. Point your toes up to the ceiling. I think this feels really good on the soles of your feet. And we're going to, again, stabilize ourselves and reach. Our goal is to hold each stretch for 10 to 20 seconds. Doesn't have to be too crazy. Movement is medicine. And you don't need to be athletic to get your body moving. Whatever your level, it's possible to get mobile. So next, I'm going to scoot back for this one. I'm going to extend both of my feet. You can see my toes down there. I'm going to flex both of my feet and point them at the sky. Then I'm going to point my toes. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. And you can keep your heels on the ground if that works for you. We're going to flex and extend, flex and extend. And this is the fun part. You can do some circles. You might feel some popping. This is really good for lubricating your joints. You shouldn't feel pain. Might just feel some crunchies. Whatever direction, you can write your name in the air. Do some windshield wipers. Great, and put your feet down. Coming back to the edge of my chair. So next we'll stretch our arms a little bit more, do some wrist circles. So first extend one of your arms and we're just going to With our fingers up in the air, take our other hand and stretch our palm with our palm out. Bring our fingers gently towards us. You should feel a stretch in your forearm. And now point your palm downward and pull gently towards yourself. So we're stretching the top and bottom of our forearm. This is really nice. Many of us spend a lot of the day at the computer, typing, using our phones, and our hands get all crunched up. Next, we can do the other one. Oh, I started the opposite way. I'm sorry. So finish that up. Do some wrist circles, either direction. Ooh, like how often do we really get our wrists moving? Couple more. Shake out your fingers. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Next, we're just going to raise our arms, open up your chest for all of the love and kindness you're about to receive from all over the world. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, by the way. That's pretty cool that we're all over the place. So I like to call this, I feel like a cactus when I do this, but open it up. It's going to be surprise. It's a big bear hug. So bring it back in and give yourself a hug. Okay. Once you've had enough of that, we're going to open up our arms again and then do it again with our other arm on top. Everyone needs a hug right now. You can't have too many. So stretch out your back. So nice. I always like to do a few more shoulder circles. One last thing for our shoulders that we're going to do is we're going to tense them up to our ears. So shrug your shoulders up to your ears and let go. We're going to do this several times. Shrug, 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 squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and let go. We'll do it twice more, holding it extra long on the last one. So shrug and squeeze it, hold it, and let go. Breathing, and we're going to do one more. We're going to hold it, squeeze it, make this the toughest one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, one last breath in. And hands together and to our hearts. Wonderful. I hope you're feeling relaxed and a little bit more peaceful than you were before our stretching, and enjoy your meditation this evening. Thank you for having me. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
You're definitely right. We cannot have too many hugs, especially from ourselves. So always give yourself a hug. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And if you're a cactus.
Yeah, cactus.
So yeah, overall, now we prepared ourselves physically. So we'd like to, I guess, start our meditation practice. So meditation is a unique exercise for training the mind. With meditation, we hope to ultimately attain and maintain the complete stillness of our mind with no thoughts whatsoever. We do this by maintaining our awareness of our thoughts and keeping our attention to the center of our body, which is 2 finger widths above the navel. The most important thing to keep in mind while meditating is to feel relaxed and comfortable with our focus placed gently at the center of our body.
Meditation helps us in eliminating the effects of negativity, stress, and pressures of our daily life. It allows us to stay positive and optimistic in spite of potential hardships. It focuses on strengthening the inner bond between the self and the center of the body, which creates inner peace, a calmer state of mind, and positive energy flow. With constant practice, one will be able to apply this technique in your daily life, which will eventually lead to a healthier and happier lifestyle. This positivity will make us immune to negativity and many other mental afflictions. Some examples of health benefits of meditation includes reduced anxiety, stronger immune system, better stress management, improved memory, enhanced sleeping patterns, awakened intuition, relaxed body, and a feeling of inner peace.
Before practicing meditation, we hope that you can get into a comfortable position. You can sit on the floor or on a chair, whatever position is the most comfortable. Be sure that your body is relaxed well. Ensure that you can sit in this position for at least 30 minutes. Sit with your back straight and open shoulders. Laying down meditation is less recommended. Warm up your body with some light stretching or drink some warm tea that can help relax your body. You can have some cushion to support your part of your body for comfort.
And after we were able to stretch our bodies, I would now like to invite Venerable Pasura to lead the meditation. Venerable Pasura Dantamano was born in Thailand and has over 25 years of meditation experience. Venerable Pasura has conducted meditation workshops and retreats all over the world, from countries in South America to all around Asia. He is the chief teaching monk of Peace Revolution, a nonprofit organization dedicated to spreading world peace through inner peace. Venerable Pasura is also the personal translator to the current head of the Dhammakaya technique, the abbot and the vice abbot of the Dhammakaya Temple in Thailand. Please give a warm welcome to Venerable Pasura.
Hello, Ron and Amy. Good evening, folks, and thanks, Michelle, for wonderful stretching sessions that we just shared together. And now that we are ready for this wonderful day, wonderful night to meditate together, so let's get started. So may I invite everybody to adjust your sitting posture. Adjust your body, whether you sit on the chair or on the floor. The most important thing is to make sure that you settle down comfortably at your seat. If you're sitting on the chair, place both of your feet flat on the floor. Keep your back straight, open your shoulders, raise both of your hands in your lap. If you're sitting on the floor, adjust your legs in the way that you don't feel any tension or feel like your blood circulation is blocked. And in the same way, keep your chin upright, your back straight. And before closing the eyes, let us start with observing the breathing. To feel the air slowly passing the nostril as we are inhaling. Observe the movement of the air that slowly passes the airway down to the abdomen until it reaches the turning point and slowly turn into the warm out breath that's slowly coming out as we are exhaling. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, take it deep and long. Feeling your chest open, your neck upright as you are inhaling. And now it turns into warm out breath. And slowly exhale all the way until your entire body settles into the relaxed and comfortable posture. Let's try that one more time to relax the whole body. Breathe in, Feel that softness of the air that gently touches our center at the end of our breath. And now it turns into warm out breath. And exhale, feeling both of your shoulders slowly drop and rest naturally. At the same time, allowing both of the eyes to gently close in the way that you can feel both of the eyelashes gently touch one another, and that makes the whole facial muscles become more relaxed. Adjust our sitting posture a bit more to make sure that we are really now settled in that comfortable sitting position. Be in the way that you don't feel like forcing yourself, but feel so natural the way you are sitting right now. As our body's comfort is the first stepping stone into the state of inner peace. So as our body becoming more comfortable and the posture is relaxed, let's bring our attention to observe the relaxation of the body. Bring attention to be with your body sensation by scanning the whole body from head to the toes, and gently, quietly listen to your body. If there is any part telling you that it is tense or uncomfortable, so we reply to that call by relaxing that muscle. So let's start listening from the top of the head down to the forehead. Move it down to the eyes, all the way to the nose, and to both of the cheeks. Listen to the muscle on your face if they are so relaxed. And then move it to the back of your head, down to the neck. And then to both of the shoulders. Let's follow through down both of the arms to the hands, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Now let us move to the chest and down to the abdomen, to both of the legs, feet, and all the way to the tips of the toes. Listen to your body telling you that It is now relaxed, especially the facial muscles, neck and shoulders. Let them be at ease. Let them be relaxed and comfortable. Until it feels like our whole body slowly becoming very empty inside. The weight is gone. The body is becoming like a balloon that is very light, empty, ready to float away into the light and peace. The more we can relax the body, the closer we are to that sensation. In the meantime, if the mind begins to wander or produce thoughts, there is no need to force them quiet. Simply bring your attention back to hear your body again, to hear the soft relaxation. Repeat that until finally all of the thoughts quiet down, fade down into silence. What is left is that pure consciousness, immersed deep in inner peace. And as the body is so comfortable and relaxed, imagine yourself sitting outdoor under the night sky with so many stars sparkling. A bright full moon is shining. It is radiating. Here we are, sitting under the moonlight, taking a moon bath. All over their body. As the body is relaxed and the mind settling down, it is very simple for us to slowly free up our mind from any thoughts, worries, or frustration that we may have inside. Any thoughts that we have not settled, things that are undone, that has been bothering. For the time being, allow the mind to relieve itself, to free it up, by letting all of those sensations and feeling away into the surrounding. under the night sky. You could be imagine yourself on top of the mountain, by the beach, or in the desert, and here in the nature, all of the negativities released from our mind will be wiped away, withered away. So let them all out. Let them all go. Allowing the mind to be so spacious, untangled, unburden the mind from all matters inside. When the space in the mind is clear, that inner peace return automatically. That sound of calmness is being played deep within ourselves from our center. It's so calm, just like the lake in the night, in the full moon night, where the water is so still, and just a reflection of the full moon is there. No movement. Everything perfectly still. And at the same time, everything in our surroundings and ourselves become very unified with that peace. So free up the mind, unburden it from any thoughts we have been carrying, matters we have suppressed. And peace will return to fill our mind, our consciousness. It makes everything so calm, steady. Whatever, however things will be, let them be. Here in the night sky, the reflection of the full moonlight, radiation of the moon, blanket our entire being. Now let us bring our mind back to its home deep inside, where the breath ends. I imagine that bright full moon is our mind, and it is slowly descending down and slowly enter the whole body and down to be settled here at the home base of the mind, at the center. Feel the bright full moon. Let its light radiate, illuminate. The moonlight is glowing all around. That full moon represents our mind here at the center, at the sea of calmness. Whatever thoughts shall appear, there is no need to chase them away. Simply allow your attention to slowly come back here at the full moon inside. Be with the moonlight. Let the mind deeply immerse in that peace, into the light. As the mind stands still, with the bright full moon, the whole inner space filled with this peace energy. Make everything so settled. As the mind stands still, with the bright full moon, our entire body slowly become one with the whole space, with the nature. Feel the moon shining at the center. Allow its light to radiate. Now that aroma is so bright, from a light of inner peace, let us share this light with people all around. Let us begin sharing this light by lighting up our candle, symbolizing sharing of peace to all of the creatures around the world. So may I invite everyone to open the eye just a little and light up the candle all together. Now that we light up the candle, let us come back to gently close the eyes again. Bring that candlelight back inside, back at our center. The light that we lit to share its warmth, to share its brightness with people around the world with our loved one. So light up the candle here in our mind. Let that light illuminate so bright and warm. As the light is illuminating within, we can be in touch with so much peace, and that peace transforms into love, compassion, the intention to see all living beings live in happiness, live in peace, live the life free from all of danger, free from sadness. So let us fill up the mind with that light of peace inside. And as we softly place our attention at the center of the light, we can channel this positive energy all around. Allow this light to slowly expand, covering the whole residence, and share this peace, this positive intention to everyone here. It continues to expand to the whole block, to the whole neighborhood. As if we broadcasting this peace from a station inside. The light continues to expand throughout the whole city, state, and all around the country. Wherever it goes, it carries our wish, our intention. May all living beings be free from sadness, live the life of peace, in compassion. May there be no prejudice, bias, violence, and aggression. May all people see each other as family, dear friends. May everybody grow the seed of compassion in the mind until its flower and fruits continue to spread out and turn the world into the world of happiness, hope, love, and peace. It continues to expand to the neighboring countries until to the rest of the world. No matter who they are, regardless of races and religion, this light, just like the moon, sharing the love and peace to all of the people in the same way. Feel just like a mother of the earth that cherishes her child, her children, wishing them happiness, well-being, without anything in return. Be that caregiver. Expand that candlelight of peace inside, broadcasting the peace energy beyond boundaries, borders, beyond any walls, any trap, reaching out to every person, to every creature, let us share this light with our loved one, family, parents, spouse and children, our friends, our relatives, whether they are deceased or alive, no matter where they are, as you can feel them here within that light of peace inside, as if you can embrace all of them with that light within yourself, where you can share that peace, energy, loving kindness, and good wishes to all people that we care, that we love, sending out to anyone we are grateful for in life, those who have been so kind, so supportive, sending out to those we wish to apologize, for any of our wrongdoings, whether that be intentionally or without intention. And send it on to those we want to forgive, no matter what they have done. That peace inside bring us to forgive them all, to free ourselves from the burden of pain. Then the gift of peace can find a space in our mind again. Expand further without any limits. Now that we have shared this peace to everyone, let us share this love with ourselves, share the compassion and kindness to our life. Feel that light is enwrapped around our entire body. Such a warm touch that blanket all over our whole being. Until we are one with that peace, with that calmness. And as our awareness is up to the surface, let us begin to hear the sound of the body, the sound of body sensation, face and hands, the heartbeat, the contact we have on our skin, and down to our breath as we are inhaling deeply and gently, feeling it all the way down, and exhale. Repeat that one more time. Breathe in and exhale. Let's breathe in again, feeling your breath reaching out to every single cell of your body. And exhale. Now that you are more comfortable with your body, so please slowly stretch your neck, rotate it left to right a few times. And now to stretch your arms, your shoulders, your hands, rotate your wrists, Stretch out your fingers. And when you are feeling comfortable and ready, breathe deeply a few times and slowly open the eyes. As we have come to the end of the meditation part for today. So that concludes the meditation part and sharing loving kindness on this form of meditation. So I hope that we have come to the experience of feeling in touch with the loving kindness and compassion that we, share collectively with each other and also to all living beings around the world. So, in order to give something, first we must have it. And that actually capacity of peace is always something that we have inside ourselves. Only the time that we are able to clear the space in our mind, then we will have that space for peace, love, and compassion to return. So thank you for sharing these wonderful sessions with all of us and all the team here. And for today, as the topic that we have set is to boost our immunity. Of course, I'm no doctor, so I'm not gonna prescribe you any pills to boost your immunity. For me, I look at it as two kinds. So the mental immunity. Think of it like when you vaccinate yourself. The idea of the vaccine is to inject yourself with a vector. So basically, it would be the disease itself that has been weakened. So when you inject into your body, then your body get to learn it. It's not strong enough for you to feel sick by it, but you get to learn to understand its pattern. So for that, then your body develop immunity and become more resilient and be able to defend it later on in life. So mental immunity is something that we can do it too. We can do these mental vaccinations. For the past year, most of the time, what they have been make us feel suffer mentally a lot will be something like fear, unable to adapt to changes, unable to accept uncertainty in life, because suddenly everything become unpredictable, be unable to plan ahead. So with that, we started to draw backward and started to feel like I don't know what direction should I do with my life. So mental vaccination that we do is something that we call recollections. There are a number of the practice that we do in the practice of meditation that we recollect something of like a nature of life. For example, one technique that we do is that each day that we get up in the morning, right after get up, just sit on the bed, take a deep breath, and that first break of your breath, just take a little reflection that I'm fortunate to be alive for another day because life is full of uncertainty. We don't know when things will happen, when our life will be gone, but at least this day, another day, I am fortunate to have another gift of life. And this break, the first break of my breath, is the signs that telling me that I can still have the time to keep up with things I cherish and value. So at least each day you can start with that. And before bedtime, what you can do is also make a little reflections for what have you been doing in the whole days. So at least to keep, the end of checks balance to see that what is going on in my life. And with that, we can start to notice things that could go right, things that could go wrong, and become more aware of what's about the future that we cannot control. This reflection help us to start to become more resilient to changes, and when there are things like uncertainty, things that come unexpected, then we are able to take them a lot easier. Eventually, we know deep down inside that we gotta have to handle the problems in life, But if we have more immunity, become more ready rather than react to those problems that arises, but steady and calm, and then be able to respond to it with solutions one by one at a time. That actually bring a better result too. So mental vaccination is that little reflection that we do. Number one, with the uncertainty that we have in our life, by reminding how fortunate we are to have another day, even though everything is full of uncertainty, things could change all the time, but at least today I am granted with the life that I have. And that's the opportunity that I get for each day. It's a blessing of life. So number two, supplementary. In order to be strong, it's also to take the supplementary, right? You take vitamins, take minerals. I'm sure that a lot of you have many types of supplementaries, even drink kombucha, and, to boost your physical immunity. The mind also needs the same thing. So how do we actually boost our mental immunity with these different types of supplementaries? The first one, of course, hygienic. We're going to have to make our mind become more hygienic. And that is actually what you do in the meditation, especially before going to bed, what I told you about. The reflection of what you have done in the day is a part of the cleansing the mind, because it actually allows us to go back inside to see what actually happened in there. Things that I've been, probably some anger I've been holding on to myself. I don't even know why I'm holding on to it, but I can't let it go. But whenever you start to look at it from different directions, it's not worth it for me to holding on to pain. It's like holding on to a burning brick. I don't even like that, but I don't know how to let it go. But we tend to forget that we're holding it all the time, and that's what anger is like. So when we just take a look at it and realize that it's not for me to just keep holding on to it, then it's time to let it go. All things that you feel like, I should be more grateful to these people or this person who have been so kind towards me. So that actually helps us to become more positive in life, which is bring me to the second part. Supplementary is something that you take and make you become more nourishing. And that actually turn our own mindset to be looking at something more positive. Life will be full of stuff, good and bad. I'm not saying that, run away from the problem, turn blind eyes and pretend it doesn't exist. No, it's not going to be that way. But they also something to be understanding about the mind. Anything that the mind focuses on will be magnified. If you focus on who caused the problem, you get more upset. If you focus on how to find the solution, then you reflect on the cause of the problem. You see that anything that the mind chooses to focus on, even in the same matters, it magnifies in different ways, and it brings different results and feelings. If you focus on the pain grows bigger. If you focus on love grows bigger. Even the same person that, could be really nuisance to you, really upsetting you, you can, focus on that part to make you feel furious. At the same time, you can focus on something nice that the person used to do to you and make you feel a lot easier to deal with. So it's actually that part of projection. The supplementary is that development of the mind to be able to look at the positive side of things, especially in the person and places and situation. So these are the three aspects that we tend to be forgetting to look at the positive side and love to see the negative things. Weird thing about human being, pain is easier to remember than happiness. If you look back into your life experiences, if you ask you to think of something, the first thing you think about is something painful, right? Because it comes so easily and naturally. We love to feel the pain because it's scar. Imagine you take a shower, you feel the kind of, good sensation in your body, it's coming, it's just gone. But if you have, cut yourself, it leaves scar, and scar takes time to heal. So as a result of that, pain takes longer for it to go away. That's why we can remember it's longer too. But in the same way, we can choose not to pay attention to it too much because it's already gone. It's just some things that left behind, and eventually it will fade out one day. But we can also start to focus on something that makes us feel happier, and it's actually happening in our lives too. In that way, it gave me more inspiration to do it. And that is the mental immunity that we do in order to create, from reflections of, negative things that may happen in our life as uncertainties, so become resilient and supplement ourselves with the reflections of the positive side of it too. That is the part of the mind. Of course, the body, it comes down to managing the time for it too. The time that we have to exercise, to eat well, to sleep well. At the same time, the time that we make sure that our mind is not disturbed until it send negative effects to our body. So that is actually the time that we can really plan and help us to create better immunity in terms of the body part. You cannot expect anybody to do the work for you. No matter how much I love jogging, I cannot jog for you. You gotta have to do it for yourself. Meditation is the same. Eat well, sleep well is the same. Even though you want to stay healthy, I cannot eat all this, healthy stuff for you while you enjoy big burger. Sorry about that. You gotta have to give me burger sometime. So that's a reality. You can't expect to do anybody to look after the health for you. Is a bit of the effort. But when I say this, don't try to make it hard. It is very hard to make willpower to change the life all over. It's like to have healthier life, to eat more healthier, to divide the time to exercise. It takes a lot of effort. But if you break it down to just one thing at a time, maybe you start off like, okay, I'm going to start with just healthier breakfast, or cut down whatever I do, so I can turn the phone away. I also have my bedroom, so I can go to sleep at 10:30. So at least start with little stuff like that. Exercise, instead of trying to think about going to be running 10 miles. Start with 5 push-ups before going to bed. That's it. If you start something small and make it consistent, then it can slowly grow into be bigger habits later on. It's all about how we start up with little stuff and put an effort into doing it. And that is, things that we can do to boost our physical immunity. So I hope that today, this meditation and full moon that we share help you guys to really remind yourself that the importance in life is to come back to look after your body and mind, and that will help you to keep this courage and inspiration to live up and to pursue the goal that you have set in mind, and your life will be more valuable, not just to yourself but people around you. So thank you for sharing this session with me and everybody here.
Thank you very much, Venerable Pasura.
So yeah, I guess we got some more wisdom about cleansing our mind and having that mental vaccination, so that it's not just the physical remedies, but it's also clearing our mind as well.
Of course. And we always see those shirts that says, or that quote that says mind over matter. So that really shows how important taking care of your mind is, and making sure that your mental immunity is as strong, even stronger than your physical immunity. And as Venerable Pasura said, no one can do it for you. Only you can do it for yourself. And if you're able to do it, little steps at a time, and you're consistent with it, it does become a habit, and it's not only good for yourself, but also good for those around you. So thank you, Venerable, for the meditation as well as a great wisdom talk. So I hope that those of you who joined this evening, I hope that you're able to think about, some things that are the positive things in your life, and what you want to, and how you want to, keep it positive, or what you could do to make it even better, as well as think about the negative things and what you can do to abolish those things, or get rid or let go of those things in your life as well.
Exactly. With that sense of reflection is always key. There's so many things happening to you on everyday life, and if you don't kind of take that time to think back of, okay, what happened, then you won't be living with a lot of awareness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one thing that you could do, Venerable Pasura didn't mention this yet, but you could, make a list. On the right hand side, you could list all the things that are positive in your life, and on the left you could list the things that are negative and what you could do to get rid of it. And with that, you can use it to reflect and recollect on it, as Venerable Pasura said in the morning and also before bed.
Mm-hmm.
And before we go, we would love to know how your meditation experience is. And I know that there are a lot of you who are shy, so you could always type, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not so good, 5 being a great meditation experience. You could go ahead and type, from 1 to 5, what your meditation experience was like this evening, so that we know, and we can use this fact to improve or as a feedback for future full moon events. 5, a lot of 5s. That's good. Venerable Pasura, I hope you see this. There's a lot of 5s, so that means your guidance was very great and everyone was able to, find that inner peace, find their center quickly. Oh, 7. Even better than 5. Okay.
All right.
So there's a lot of you that had really great meditation experiences. And of course, we don't want to just offer meditation sessions or meditation programs once every month. So we do have meditation programs here on Peace Point Meditation almost every day. And of course, your local meditation centers offers meditation programs as well. Ron, if you want to go over that real quick before we say goodbye.
Yep. So you can always join our live broadcasting meditation class every Thursday at 7 to 8:30 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 9:30 to 11 a.m. Moreover, there's a short meditation session on Peace Break program Tuesdays, Wednesdays, evenings, and at 7 to 8 p.m. To keep you with positive influences. And also, our new programs on Mondays and Friday mornings. Thank you so much. And, we hope to see you guys next time.
Yeah, and of course, if you have any questions, you could go ahead and write it in here, the Zoom, for those of you here on Zoom or on Facebook or YouTube, and we will be sure to send it over to Venerable Pasura. And if no one has any questions, we're going to go ahead and end the program. And our next full moon, we will post that up for everyone on our Facebook page. So don't forget our upcoming event, April 7th and April 10th. And you can find more information on the Mind Gem app and also the Mind Gem Facebook. So thank you once again, Venerable Pasura, and everyone who joined.
All right. So
Ron, you could have the last words.
Well, yep. Hope we'll see you guys next time. And, make sure you guys apply what you learn and, integrate that every single day, just a little bit at a time.
Yes. Reflect, recollect, and boost your immunity. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye, Ron. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Let's come together to open the new world era, to eliminate all conflicts and differences. It's time for everyone to join hand in hand. At last, now the world's beyond healing. It's time to change the world. As the one who knew in the past, in this period of our time, we will see. Before we depart this world, everyone must join hand in hand to change the world from darkness to brightness, from suffering to happiness, from the ignorant to the knowledge one. Change the world, we have to do it the easy way. And we have to be happy and joyful with childlike innocence. Everyone must join hand in hand. Gently close your eyes, relax, relax. Still your mind at the center of the body and look within.
same position of the one who moved from the past. Change the world from the era of darkness to the era of light. From the old era to this new era, the world will be like heaven on earth. No classes in societies. Everyone will be evenly happy. We'll speak the same heavenly language. Become as one with smiles of love. We'll be kind, the world will change. The world will change. Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world. Let's change the world. We have to do it the easy way and relax. Be joyful with childlike innocence. Everyone must join hand in hand. Gently close your eyes and relax. Still your mind at the center of the body and look within. As the one who kneel from the past.
Let's come together to change the world.
Cambiemos el mundo juntos.
Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world.
هيا معا نغير
Let's come
العالم.
together to change the world.
يا خنا الشنا